And hello, folks. I'm meteorologist Tom Kvicka with a tornado warning, a late tornado warning here for you for portions of Avoyelles Parish for a few more minutes there. Let's check out the radar scan. This is in central Avoyelles Parish. This is a tornado warning valid for 23 more minutes until 12:15. This is a radar indicated signature there. And let's get right to the reflectivity. You see some very high reflectivity moving into that particular area. Now let's switch to the velocity scan and see what we can identify as far as a couplet is concerned. And we do see a little couplet there. This is mostly a mid-level rotation, I think. There could be a little low-level rotation with it, but once again, these things get stronger and then they get weaker. So there's a very quick turnaround, if you will, the kind of cyclic type of behavior with these type things. They go up and down in intensity, and sometimes it's very difficult to predict or see, because sometimes it takes just a scale of a few minutes for that to happen. So let's get in down here and see what's happening as far as locations. This is near the Bordelon area right there. Bordelon just outside of the warned area. It's mostly in the rural countryside east of Bordelonville and that part of Avoyelles Parish out toward the wildlife area, north of Big Bend and Marksville, way over here to the east, Bruyette up to the north, and this is going all the way to the Concordia Parish line there south of Acme. So again, this is some very rural countryside, but the tornado warning, I can kind of see on the reflectivity just kind of a little punch of wind moving through here too. So if the tornado signature doesn't verify, then we know that we have some potential for some strong wind with this, what we call a downburst type wind, which of course the updraft pulses upward, then it collapses, gravity accelerates that to the ground, hits the ground, and it kind of splatters and just spreads out. So if you don't get the tornado sometimes with these type signatures, this is what you can get. You can see just again just a little bit of acceleration. Zoom in just a little bit more right in through there in this rural countryside northeast of Bordelonville, north of the Big Bend area. So again, Acme to the north. And let's see if we got any highways here. No, not really anything that's showing up on this particular map. As I said, it's very rural, so you kind of get the idea. There's a few folks out there, so what you want to do is you want to get your plan organized. Since the tornado warning's been out for a few minutes, we will see, first of all, you want to stay low. Basements offer the best protection, but we don't have those here in Louisiana generally. So you want to stay on the first floor of your dwelling. You don't want to go up to the attic or the second story or anything like that. So stay on the first floor. Next thing you want to do is you want to get centrally located. Get away from exterior doors and windows. Get in the middle of your dwelling or somewhere close to the geometric center of that. A small closet or bathroom would be a very good place for that, because you want to put as many walls between you and the outdoors as possible, because when we analyze how tornadoes and wind damage structures like homes and schools and that type of thing, kind of stripped around a certain point. The force of the wind hitting the structure sort of strips it away, lifts the roof off, and that kind of thing. So if you put as many walls between you and the outdoors as possible, you can be doing your part to safeguard yourself and your family. So that should be a major part of your plan. And don't travel in this kind of stuff, folks. So just kind of stay put. And if you observe that, stay low, get centrally located, bathroom or closet, no windows, no exterior doors. You'll be doing your part, again, to help yourself out. So again, here's the tornado warning. We'll take another look at the signature and kind of see where this thing is right now. So looks like this kind of moved to the north of Bordelonville, and I can stop this and get the most current image. Then I'm going to go to the measuring tool, where we're going to see what kind of velocities we have. We've got RF is something that's kind of, well, the data didn't take. We don't see an overly strong signature with this, and there's not a large directional shear or anything with it. So I'm going to check the National Weather Service and see what they're saying as far as, let's see, oh, a few minutes ago they were talking about mid-level rotation in eastern avoyelles parish. I think I already mentioned that. And they're kind of nebulous on that really being a tornadic signature, to be honest with you. And that will be moving into the southern portion of Concordia Parish here in the not too distant future. So National Weather Service in Jackson will be taking that over. And let me go to their chat site here, see what they're saying about this particular thing as far as the tornado warning. No, they've got a severe thunderstorm warning up further to the north. So let me go back to the reflectivity and kind of go out a little bit. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning. This is for portions of, let's see, Concordia Parish, northeastern Concordia Parish there until 12:15. This certainly includes Vidalia. It includes, of course, Natchez, Mississippi. We've got the Ridgecrest, Faraday, Frogmore, almost as far west as Wildsville, and then coming into Dunbarton, just outside the warned area. Clayton, barely in the warning, and that has been moved to the northeast now. All right, so it now encompasses the area just to the north and east of Vidalia, and then just east of Clayton, including Waterproof and some of those areas of, let's see, the northeast part of Concordia Parish. That will be active until 12:15. So it's not a new warning, it's an old warning that they reconfigured. They truncated the southwest part of it, which extended out toward Frogmore, cut that part off, and then extended it. And this, you can see with the reflectivity, this is where the stronger activity is. So essentially for central Louisiana, this is just about out of Simla. Looks like probably around Lake St. John. We'll be seeing some action out of that particular deal over in that direction. So that's where the severe thunderstorm warning is. Let's check on the tornado warning and avoyelles, and we'll go down in that area and see what's happening. Let's see, got about 15 more minutes there till about 12:15, I think. Yeah, 12:15. So we'll see what they do with this. I don't know. They could cancel that early. Let's take another look at the signature with that and see what's going on. Doesn't look like much of a signature to me. We're a distance away from the radar site at Fort Polk, though. So that sometimes that distance can kind of cloud up the details of a signature that you're interested in watching and seeing what it's going to do. So once again, in motion, the system itself traveling due east, the individual cells traveling to the northeast for the most part. You can see now earlier the cells, the tornado warnings we had for Vernon Parish earlier were moving, those cells were moving northeast. This is moving pretty much due east with the system there, which kind of represents a change, the more linear system, and it has shown signs of slowing down. We've seen some very heavy rainfall totals in the area as if we needed that, but so I'm surprised we haven't seen any flash flood warnings out of that. So we continue to monitor this very rural countryside there of northeast of Avoyelles Parish, northeast of Bordelonville, north of Big Bend, southeast of Bruyette, and south of Acme. So that, again, gives you an idea of where the tornado warning is. If you're in this area, let me once again go over the plan. Just stay low. Don't go up to the second floor or anything like that. Don't go in the attic. We want you to stay centrally located. Put as many walls between you and the outdoors as possible. A small interior bathroom or closet is an ideal place for that because that maximizes the protection you get from the number of walls, increasing the number of walls between you and the outdoors. So again, that's what you want to do. And of course, stay away from windows. Don't travel. And exterior doors. Don't be around exterior door. That's kind of like being around a window, kind of because those can be blown out. All right. So those are your safety rules. Doing that, you're exercising your proper plan for you and your family. So we continue to monitor this particular storm, and let's check out NWS. I'll go to Lake Charles and see what they're saying. Let's see. All right. Okay. Well, NWS is going to maintain that tornado warning for another 15 minutes there. Let's see. Oh, whoops, we got another tornado. Oh, this is the new one. This is farther to the south where we have a their little signature there. This is for the Simmsport area, east central of Voiles Parish, until 12:15 a.m. So let's get down there and see what's going on. Let's see. So this includes the Simmsport area, Yellow Bayou, and then to the north up there toward Big Bend. Some of this is rural countryside between Highway 1 there that goes through south of Hamburg into Yellow Bayou and Simmsport. This is coming through Big Island. It's like this is Highway 451 there coming through Big Bend. So if you're in Highway 451, no identification on that particular highway. Again, fairly rural area. And Highway 1 going through Yellow Bayou and Simmsport, then you're in the tornado warning area there. And of course, that means that you can see this signature kind of approaching. Again, there's some rotation, probably mostly in the middle levels, reflectivity. Let's see what that can show us there. And we'll go ahead and put that reflectivity on. And then you can see the warning popping up there. Let's see. Okay, we're looking for notches and little irregularities in the structure there. I think I see a little something there. This could be a little bit of a notch sitting right in this part of the reflectivity data there. Okay, just to the north of Simmsport, just north of Highway 1, right in this particular area, east of Yellow Bayou, south of Highway 451. So again, this gives you an idea of where we're at with that particular tornado warning. And then it extends northward all the way up to the north of Big Bend in southeastern Voiles Parish. We're still looking at this one. 10 more minutes to go there, 10 more minutes to go here. So these both expire at the same time. And of course, two reflectivity cores, this one and this one triggering that. So once again, as we go into nighttime, the atmosphere trying to produce something a little bit over into Voiles Parish there for us, with a couple of tornado warnings going on there. Putting this into motion, once again, you can still see this entire tornado warning now covered by very heavy rainfall there. Be hard to see something, I think, if there was anything on the ground or anything like that. Looking to the south, once again, this reflectivity core began punching in about halfway through. So just blinding rainfall, torrential rainfall, several inches an hour falling from this. Not really a hail pattern, though. So we're not really worried about that, but there could be some strong non-tornadic wind from these thunderstorms. Thunderstorm wind, a microburst or downburst or something like that could cause some issues as well. All right. For some reason, I think the radar crapped out on me. So let me see if I can get it going back again. Okay, there we go. Just one of those situations where the program just crapped out. That's all you can say about it. All right, so in that excitement, guess what happened? Apparently, we lost a tornado warning there. I think it's still active. Let me redo the warnings, and no, it's not there. It's been canceled. Let me check with the NWS here and see what's happening with that. Jackson's going to deal with that one. So let's see what they are saying. All right. I don't see any response from it yet. Different offices do different things, but they follow the same protocols. So just depends on what they'll get a decent view from that. You have to remember the Fort Johnson radar is shooting through, the radar beam is going through a lot of deep convection, a lot of heavy rainfall. So there's a lot of attenuation going on here. And even though the Jackson radar is a little bit farther away, it's going to get a better view because it's shooting through less rain and there's less attenuation. So they might get a little bit better detailed view of that, where that's going on at. So, all right, I'll check back with that in just a bit. But we'll get down into the Avoyelles Parish there where we can see once again in the southeast part, Yellow Bayou, Simmsport, Big Bend, Highway 1, and Highway 451. So if you're in those areas in southeast of Avoyelles Parish, from the Big Bend area southward into Simmsport and Yellow Bayou, we got this tornado warning for about another 6 minutes. That issued by the National Weather Service in Lake Charles. Looking at the reflectivity, we're just kind of seeing heavy rainfall come through. I don't see anything concerning really about that reflectivity signature. The velocity signature, still seeing a little area of wind there. I don't see too much. I suppose we still have some of the mid-level rotation with that. Let me check back with our friends in Lake Charles and see what's going on here. So, I think what's going to happen is I think Lake Charles will probably hand this off to Slidell. Once this gets into a Point Coupee, then Slidell takes over. And so I think what's going to happen is that Slidell will probably extend that, may extend that into a Point Coupee parish. So that's what I think is going to happen with that one. And so far, the northern one, that one was to the north, has not been reissued by NWS Jackson. But I continue to watch that and see what they do. And if it happens, we'll have it live here right now if it occurs. So once again, it's a pretty intense convection with this. We're seeing probably a little bit less lightning than what we saw earlier in the storm when they're back over here in Rapides Parish. I know we had several strikes not too far from my house there with a fair amount of lightning, but I've certainly seen a lot more in some cases. Let's see. Severe thunderstorm warning. That's just about out of Cenla, except if you're around the Lake St. John area. So if you're in the Lake St. John area, then watch out for this. That's coming through your area from the southwest. Strong wind will occur. Probably 60 mile per hour wind will occur there from that. In Avoyelles, we continue to watch the weather move into there. And again, not seeing anything concerning. Jackson has not picked up the warning into Concordia. but I'm waiting for them to do that. If they do so, then I'll have it. Okay. Apparently, Jackson is not going to issue a tornado warning for Concordia Parish. All right. So they made their minds up, and they're not going to extend that warning into southern Concordia. We still have 3 minutes left on the southeastern Voiles Parish warning there. So again, that will be handed off from Lake Charles to Slidell, and then Slidell will decide whether to continue that warning into Point Coupee Parish or Wilkinson County or something like that. So again, we're going to kind of wait and see what they're going to decide. See if the velocity signature is showing anything. Just not showing anything much there. Again, we're not getting a good view from the Fort Polk radar. Let's see. See if anything. I'll go to the Jackson radar. That's a pretty good distance. Not seeing too much. The New Hammond site, let me see what's happening with that. Yeah, I just don't see too much happening. Go back to the reflectivity. So again, in case you just joined me or somebody's called you and said, hey, there's bad weather, then here it is. Thunderstorms moving into this area southeast of Voiles Parish, encompassing Highway 1, Yellow Bayou, Simmsport, all the way north to just north of Big Bend, and Highway 451 up in that particular area. Otherwise, it's a pretty rural area, and like the other tornado warning was in. And so, but there are folks up there in that area, so we need to keep them informed. Again, stay indoors, don't travel, stay away from exterior doors and windows and that type thing. Get low and centrally located. As many walls between you and the outdoors as possible. Very heavy rainfall occurring with this as well. Let me go ahead and stop it. I'll turn the lightning off for just a second. I want to maybe give you a storm total rainfall. This is going back to a few minutes after 7 this morning, and you can see that very high rainfall total has been observed across portions of central Louisiana. Some of the heavier totals out southwest of Hicks there, across portions of Vernon into Beauregard Parish. Looks like the heaviest totals. Another max area across southeast Natchitoches into Grant, across right through northern and western Rapides Parish. A pretty good area, and in the cities as well. There in Alexandria and Pineville, some pretty good totals there. Kind of looking at the totals, there's 3 to 4 inches of rain in the metro area. Heading out the western Rapides, got a pixel of just under 4 inches in that particular area. Let's see. Maybe pointing out some of these totals to the south in portions of Vernon Parish there. In the Fort Johnson area, we're picking out over 5 inches of rain in some locations. I've seen some measured totals of 4+ down in that area, and into northern Beauregard Parish and the DeRidder area in excess of 5 inches and 4 inches in that particular area. So again, it's been another big rain event, and I think we'll probably see a few of the smaller river systems there go into flood once again. Reflectivity, here we go into looking in Avoyles, and I don't see the tornado warning. Okay, so Jackson chose not to extend the tornado warning. That was to the north of there, north of Big Bend, and the real wildlife area basically of northeast Avoyles Parish. Didn't extend that into southern Concordia, and then Slidell doesn't look like they've extended it into areas of Point Coupee Parish now. So as far as it stands right now, we let's see. It looks like we've lost the warning up, severe thunderstorm warning for Lake St. John to the north. So the band continues to press eastward, and looks like it's kind of picked up. It was almost quasi-stationary. They're moving very slowly right here where you saw some of those higher rainfall totals, but it's picked up the pace just a little bit here, but the rainfall rates are very high with it. And again, it's still not moving too fast. So I'll continue to watch this tonight. It's going to be out of our SINLOT area pretty soon here, so I think those may be the last warnings that we see. So I'm going to go ahead and check out with this and keep an eye on things. But if anything that you need to know happens, then I'll be back on. All right, see you later.